It's going to take a few. Get some words out if you can bear with me. The title is What's Taken to Think, and somehow just saying what's going on for me to my loyal contingent of about 4 viewers who knows about the future. Gives me the opportunity to hear it with a little bit of patience, because that's what I emphasize on these videos, is to talk slowly. The whole world likes to talk fast. Anybody that you're able to be present with and talk slowly with, you're able to be with more than anybody else. Where do I start? So I've been ill, arguably moving in the right direction in terms of my mental health, but my physical health, that's been a problem for many years, hasn't been too good for a long time. And I've been trying to get to grips with this new awareness of my, I said mental health, but it's my life. And within that, my future, because it's very much at the core. So what? There we go. And getting to grips with it. It's getting to grips with my own mind. Lost in the world. And what it's shown is a lot of pain. And what it's shown is I don't really have a choice but to be honest. And other things that go along with that, like a fever. That's what a fever is. It's like the body's cleansing. That's how I observe it. And in that place, there's not really much life. There's not really much movement. It's a lot more isolated, let's just put it like that, than just my pains to the world. It's a lot more personal and a lot more self-centered, not in a self-centered way, the way we normally understand self-centeredness. Pardon me. I got to the realization today that the 2-3 different ways I've tried to get to grips with it over the past week have sort of run aground. There was no real options to go forward. I wasn't likely to find them today, here, the way I was. And at that moment, let's just say there was a knock at the door, life. And I've been harassed over the past week by a few of the local youth. It hasn't bothered me at all because it doesn't compare to my problem is my consciousness and my mental health and this truth that I'm trying to get to be truthful with is all a bit wibbly wobbly, all a bit over the place because I've suppressed it for many years. And in that place, my mental health was trying to make the boys a problem. I kept pushing it away because they're not a problem to this problem. When you have a problem to this extent, something like being harassed the way I have by some youth is not a problem. Unfortunately, being harassed by the youth is a problem in this world. And if you're not in this place that many people go through in different ways at different times, you deal with it, whatever's needed, and you act. But if you are in this place, then this place comes first, and whatever energy you have, whatever resources you have, comes down the list. And what my mental health was trying to get me up and moving like it normally does. And it was trying to make that a problem. It was trying to get me to think about it. And as it was down, because it was impossible. Just to think about that, I would normally feel unsafe. I would feel very scared. I would feel like I would have to act and do things and do this and that and the other. But in the present moment, that's not worth it. And it's important to think about something like that when you are in this place. And the only reason those thoughts were going through my mind was because of my mental health. The body was shaking. It's not shaking because of them. My body's shaking because my body's far past shaking in truth to where it truly is. And it's because I've had this suppression and this mental health disorder where I'm able to get up. And in the past, I would have tried to stop myself shaking when the body shaking. If the body with life. Long story short, police were called, doors were broken, threats were made, and hopefully the police are going to resolve it. But right now my door is broken. Think about them coming back. If they do, they do. If they stab me, they stab me. I've done nothing to them. But unfortunately, the problem is the door. I am ill and I need access in and out of the boat. And that's my front door, and the lock's broken on the inside. So I've got to make other arrangements, and I've got to do stuff. So I'm going to allow myself to do that over the next few days. And within that time, reconsider what I'm going to do with life, because I know when my body is lying here without any energy, nauseous, weak, terrified. And I know I've got good intent to move in the right direction, and that's all I'm doing. But to do it properly, I need to do it at the right speed. Going too fast isn't. Who knows if they chase me down the road or something, maybe that will be a miracle. That is exactly what's needed for me, but to my best awareness, I can't see that. As for the boys, I'll leave it to you to decide if prisoners are wrong and they should be in prison, or if prisoners who have done wrong are only wrong to the rules and regulations of a sick world. I'm going to go now.